They're saying bring your kid to work day. All right, let's talk about Dennis Prager. Okay, my problematic fave, Dennis Prager.
Okay.
This is what we were watching. This is what we were gonna watch before xQc showed up. So let's take a look at what's going on. Themasius, I'll click on that in a second.
Well, because I derailed the fucking stream so badly.
Hey,
No, it's been great.
Good. I'm broadcasting from my home because I'm not going into the station as I have COVID. I came tested positive last week, and I have been
Is he not vaxxed?
steadily improving.
This is a demon. He's deaf. He's for sure vaxxed. Like, there's no fucking shot he's not vaxxed. You know what I mean? Motherfucker wearing a tie in his own house. Yeah, for real. What the fuck?
I don't understand. Wait, he's that? Okay, you continue then.
A lot of these people who like spread anti-vax rhetoric, like Tucker Carlson and shit, without a doubt are vaccinated. So like they literally are fucking vaccinated and they tell others not to get vaccinated because they know that there's a lot of people in the audience that want that shows that they're edgy. You know what I mean? That shows that like these guys go against the grain, and that's why they do that.
Interesting.
xQc viewers when he doesn't stream for one day on Shrine.
Jesus.
Good one, dude. You got it.
You got it. He clicked it. You did a thing.
Okay.
Jesus.
He's just been spamming it non-fucking stop. Okay, it was a good joke, dude.
Good one. Let's hear
At
this.
no point was I in danger of hospitalization. I have received monoclonal antibodies. That's Regeneron. I have, of course.
That's that shit that they put
Wait.
on Trump. Trump used that too.
Wait. I'm confused. So these guys get special treatment or like advanced shit that normal people don't get, and then they brag that they weren't at threat, whatever. How is that comparable?
Well, it's not even special treatment now because I feel like monoclonal antibodies are like in Texas and stuff and like other parts of the country they are allowing that to be used. But yeah, they do get the best healthcare. So you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a president or whatever had like COVID, and then he was monitored heavily the whole wazoo, and then he shows up and is like, guys, I'm chilling because I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Well, number one, and even with all the juice, you could still tell that it was still kind of like affecting whatever, and he was trying to hold face. It was just kind of kind of weird.
And of course the wild thing is like, for example, they do this with like ivermectin, right? Like this was like the big thing that people were talking about. Like ivermectin is actually the secret sauce to like COVID recovery. It wasn't. I don't know why the fuck they chose to land on ivermectin, but some of the desperate countries were thinking that could potentially be good. It's a dewormer, right? And ivermectin originally, or the most common usage of it, is horse dewormer.
Oh, cool.
So people that didn't have access to like regular ivermectin from the doctor would literally go to the feed stores and get fucking horse dewormer paste, and they would like put it on toast, and like they were talking to one another and like Facebook. Yeah, you didn't hear about this?
Did that do anything?
I mean, it doesn't. It's a dewormer, so it just like sheds your interior lining in your back, in your fucking intestines, but not really. Ivermectin showed that it could prevent COVID-19 replication in a petri dish in concentrations too high for human use. Yes, humans have used ivermectin, the human version of the ivermectin, which is not concentrated in a horse paste style fucking concentration, is used for curing river blindness, not COVID-19. And there are no studies that show, despite what fucking dumbasses on the internet think, there aren't studies that show that ivermectin is actually successful in curing COVID. So yeah, people were literally going to the fucking feed stores and getting like the horse brand of it, whereas the wealthy people can like still go to their doctors and be like, give me the regular, good stuff.
Oh, but did they have like good results, or was it like, oh, look, it worked, I'm chilling, but and then it's like a result based analysis and it doesn't work?
It's just not how proper scientific research is conducted off of like one faulty study where the results are greatly exaggerated, which is precisely what happened. A study that was pulled before being peer reviewed. Yeah, ivermectin was found, made up numbers in horse doses, like 3,000 human doses. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, you know, instead of getting the fucking vaccine, they did this.
For
I gotta pee.
a year and a half, not
I'll
years.
be back.
Been taking hydroxychloroquine from the beginning with zinc. I've taken Z-Pak, the erythromycin, as the Zelenko protocol would have it. I have taken ivermectin. I have done what a person should do if one is not going to get vaccinated. It is infinitely preferable to have natural immunity than vaccine immunity.
Huh?
And that is what I hoped for the entire time. Hence, I so engaged with strangers, constantly hugging them, taking
question for
photos
chat. Wait for chat. Wait. Even if, let's say that, I don't know the science behind it. It would be better to have natural immunity than for the vaccine, but you would have you have to go through the process of actually getting it in the first place, right? Which is definitely more risky and dangerous, correct or no? It's a question. No? Okay, interesting. No, correct. It's not better. It's not even better. It's not even better.
What's the question?
Well,
Don't get too close to it.
Okay, I was wondering if because he's saying that natural immunity is infinitely better.
It's not.
Okay, it's not.
So natural immunity has the capacity to give you like good immunity, but the problem is that it's inconsistent. So the vaccine is consistent and also therefore better than natural immunity. Like it's way riskier to rely on natural immunity. We don't know exactly how long you maintain that natural immunity, like how many antibodies are created in your body.
Oh, it's more quantifiable and you can it's more quantifiable when you know how much you've given at what time precisely and then how much you'll retain or whatever.
Yes. Whereas the vaccine, Hasan, that is not correct. It absolutely is. The vaccine has from as far as we understand, a 6-month timeline of giving you maximum, not immunity, obviously, in the sense that like you're fully fucking never gonna get COVID, but a decent amount of protection from the worst symptoms of COVID, hospitalization, death, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the risks of getting it naturally, like, oh, dude, I'm gonna try to get infected to be immune to it. It sounds sort of really counterintuitive.
Yeah. Whereas with natural immunity, you have a likelihood of getting a good amount of antibodies, but it's not a 100% likelihood that you're gonna get the level of efficacy even that a vaccine gives you, level of immunity even that the vaccine gives you. Of course, the most immunity and the most protection you get is if you are vaccinated and still got COVID, then you're still the fucking most protected. So, it's really fucking stupid. Yeah, 30% of people don't even develop antibodies when they just get straight COVID. So, natural immunity versus vaccines, which are stronger. Let's compare the reinfection breakthroughs and vaccine breakthroughs. Natural immunity is much weaker than the vaccine protection. By how much? Vaccine is 9 times stronger in May, 2 times stronger during Delta variant. I have breakthrough infection with J&J, and my wife and I have been sick for 6 fucking weeks and still sick. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Anyway, so there is that problem as well. So this notion that natural immunity gets you full coverage is fucking bullshit.
Them knowing that I was making myself very susceptible to getting COVID, which is...
Bro, I mean, this dude is already old as dirt, but like it is wild to me that he fucking sounds like even more like death than he normally does.
Indeed, as bizarre as it sounded, what I wanted...
Doesn't have to using Skype.
Yeah, I mean, he's
fucking Skype, dude.
He's a boomer.
Off.
He's a boomer.
Achieve natural immunity and be taken care of by therapeutics. That is exactly what has happened. It should have happened to the great majority of Americans. The number of deaths in this country owing to COVID is a scandal, which one day will be clear to Americans.
The fuck?
Okay.
This motherfucker is still like during his COVID recovery, dude, he's still fucking lying, dude. It's wild to me. I don't believe that he is unvaccinated. I know he's like implying that he might be, but I just don't believe that. I think that a lot of these dudes get protected out the wazoo. Like Greg Abbott openly has gotten even the fucking booster and shit. Tucker Carlson hides the truth about his vaccination status, but he's definitely fucking vaccinated. Like 90% of Fox News is vaccinated.